when this person tune is coming up, the person can just say, babe, tune. You're upset, but you're very mindful of what comes out of your mouth. You're not just upset because, oh, I'm angry. So I want to give you the eat. You to get angry. Like, let me upset you too. No.
Hello, citizen. Welcome to Important Matters on CLN podcast. I am excited because we are having our first episode. Glory to God. Yes, glory to God. Right? It has been a long journey coming, right? I'm excited. I know why I am excited for having my first episode. All right, so my name is Destiny. If today is the first time of coming across our video, I am the host. And on today's episode, I'm not going to be hosting this program alone. I have someone very, very important, a co-host, who is joining me on this program today. Her name is Mrs. Mary Bryman. How are you, man?
Fine. Thanks for having me too.
You are welcome. How's
Thank you.
life been? Excellent. Excellent. So, as you all know, we as Citizen Lifeguard Network, we talk on domestic violence, rape among children, child labor, and drug abuse among youth. So, on today's episode, we're going to be having important discussion, right? How bad habits and patterns can actually break a home, break a family, right? There's a story of this particular family, a husband and a wife who constantly have misunderstanding in the presence of their children. Perhaps their children are of age. According to the story, the wife, the woman, the mother constantly beats her husband, the father of her children. Now, whenever the man tries to correct the children if they go wrong, the wife will still beat him in their presence. And because of this, the children are now throwing things at their father each time he tries to correct. Please, and I see this as a domestic violence. There is no any other word to use to explain it. I would love to ask. Perhaps I have several questions that I need to ask, right? But first of all, I would want you to give just like an overview talk on it. What do you have to say about this kind of situation?
Okay, first, thanks for having me here once again. It's a pleasure being here. Okay. I'm trying to comprehend your thing. The man has failed. Like, that family, he has failed that family. Because I don't know how he put himself into such a position. Because he's the head of the there's no thing. He's the head of that home. Okay, so I don't know how he sold the birthright to his wife. And for me, I see it as a curse. Because under no justification, like it's even improper for either parties, okay, for abuse of any kind, like doesn't is wrong for it to come from the man. It's also wrong for it to come from the woman. Okay, but I don't know how the man found himself into such a position, because it's something that he shouldn't have allowed it to grow. Like, it shouldn't be. I don't know, but it's sad. And for the children to see the traits of their mom, and you won't literally even blame them if they are kids, because funny enough, they don't longer see the father as, they don't see him because he has lost that right. Okay, so it's a curse. It's a strong curse upon them. Like, it's a strong curse upon even the children, even as innocent as they are, but it's wrong.
So it's a curse on the children, right? So you said something that the man has failed. So you are saying that he failed as a man, he failed as a husband, he failed as a father, for not standing up as opposed.
Yeah. We failed in all categories.
Hmm. Okay. So, like I said, there are several questions I would just love to ask, right? Now, looking at this,
Yeah.
how easily is it for children to actually pick up bad habits from their parents? How easy?
It's very easy because children, they mirror their parents. Like your children, they mirror you. You are their reflection. Like whatever they see their parents do, they easily want to do it. That's just like you could see a girl child growing up and she always sees the mom applying makeup on her face or something. Sometimes even maybe see the mom walk with her heels or something. Sometimes when the mom is not there or when the mom is present, you see I want to walk like mom. You see I want to do things like mom. You see I want to talk or act like her mom. Same thing as the dad. You see the boy child growing up and he sees that the father comes up with an authority. You see him want to talk, especially when he's talking to his younger sibling. Maybe he has a younger sibling as a girl or something. You see him want to possess that power over her, like I'm talking to you, stay here. Like children are like that because they see the dad doing that. So your children are your reflection. So
Okay, so if I will understand you in a simple terms, like children ought to do what this their father, mother, their parents do, right?
absolutely.
All right. Now, there is what is called socialization, right?
Hmm?
And we are told, or rather, we are taught that parents are the first agent of socialization to their children.
True.
So I could use that to say to agree with what you just said. So, or rather, let me ask, what you said now, are you saying that the parents, what they are doing in the presence of their children, they are using it to actually socialize their children to behave in such a pattern?
It could be both ways. It could just be a conscious effort, or it could just be a normal routine in your house. All right. So it could be good, it could be bad. All right. If there's a pattern, for example, you go to a house where maybe or you train up a child and tell the child, oh, when you go out, don't take anything from your parents. Don't take anything outside from people until you come. And even when someone gets to give that child something without you being present, right? Even if the child takes it, you will make sure that you get to see it and you get to approve of such things. It's the way you train up your children. It's the pattern they see in the house, they follow. Like for example, you could be in a dining and everybody's eating, and there's a rule that nobody talks.
Okay.
And they grow up with such a pattern. Even they go outside their house and they are eating, you're just surprised that maybe when someone is talking and say, during when they are eating, they will correct the person. No, we're eating. They don't talk in the dining.
Okay.
Yeah. So children actually follow patterns, routines, and stuff like that.
There is a certain rule in every healthy family, in every healthy home, right? A home that is healthy, there is a set rule, right? Just like what you said, when we are eating, you don't talk, right? You don't press your phone, you don't do X, Y, Z, you concentrate on it. Now, this kind of situation, that the children are now beating or throwing things at their father, what do you think will become of that home in the future?
I would say that even the children are also a product of abuse. They could be mentally abused because they are not supposed to see such a thing. They are not supposed to go through they are not even supposed to witness such a thing. So an abused children will go into a society and inflict such an abuse to their partners because they don't even know they're abused and they think it's right. They think me doing this thing to this person is right. Because my mommy, the person, they love their mom because they feel that the love they have for their mom, if my mom is doing this thing and they just feel it's right to do it to someone you love. And that's where there's a very strong form of abuse. You You don't know how far this thing can go. You don't know how far you're eating into generations upon generations. So you don't know, it doesn't end in your household. Sometimes even they can extend it to schools. That's why you see some children being bullies. Because you just feel if I'm not okay with you, I should hit you. If you talk nonsense and I don't like it, whether you're talking doesn't make sense or it makes sense, I'll hit you. Because that's what they see at home. So it's wrong. In every form, it is wrong.
Yeah,
The children are also an abusers. They are also a product of abuse. They are also abusers. They are also being abused.
Okay, this family pattern now, this whole event that is happening in their family, that they are seeing, which they have emulated, right, and which they have started exhibiting, right, in the life of their father. How do you think this will influence their future? Do you think it's going to cause issue in their marriage and every other aspect of their life in the later days of their life?
Of course, it's going to affect them. All right, that's where traumas comes in. There's what they call childhood trauma. There's trauma. All right, so people could still remember how maybe when the mom hit the dad, I frightened the dad, whereas how it's just normal to hit. It's wrong because it will affect the partner. Like, it's normal, you see them maybe arguing, that spouse gets, one of those children now get married, maybe they're having a discussion with their partner, it's not going well as pleased. The next thing you could see them hit the person. You can see them throw a slap, throw a punch, and they feel it's okay. They just feel it's okay. That's the right thing to do. I don't know if you heard of a story of a girl that said she enjoyed being beaten. Like she feels it's a form of correction when her partner hits her. That person, if you get to trace it back, no. She must have seen something. She must have grown up with a pattern. She must have experienced something that feels like when you hit me, you love me. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. Now, bad habits. Bad habits is hard to stop. Bad habits are actually hard to stop, right? Now, how do you think families, right, can actually stop shouting, arguing, and fighting?
Well, for me, I think I have this. I grew up with this kind of a mindset. I know I never saw my mom and my dad fought or argued. So, like, that kind of a discussion you see between, I never experienced it while growing up, all right? So it was when maybe I started staying with people, I could see maybe there's a conflict between partners, but I didn't experience it. And I told myself one thing, that when I get married and have kids, I will not want to teach them otherwise or bring them up otherwise. Okay, when there's an argument, we have an issue to settle, we can go outside our kids. We could take it to the bedroom, all right? Could maybe send the children out, and and when they don't come and see us in tension, all right? I didn't like that atmosphere, and I'm someone that really, I don't like prolonging arguments, all right? So it's not in me. Okay, so I'll personalize it. I think it's the foundation. It's what every home should be built on. For example, you're not just getting married for yourself, not like, oh, we want to get married. We know we're going to bring kids along. So I think there's a discussion of how do we want this family to function? How do we want us to live? What should these children come and meet? Like, what should they come and attach themselves to? Okay, so it's a whole lot. So that's why there are some discussions that need to be had. Like, not the butterflies in the tummy. Okay, so that's not it. That's not what raises a family. That's not what builds a home. A lot of things build a home. Discipline, direction, focus. So a lot of things build a home. So I think just not getting married because you want to get married, right? Because children will come from you, like children that need to go out to the world, So they need to come and meet a good foundation, a good setup. All right. So you know how you talk to your children, you know how you relate with them. And there are some words you don't use in front of them. You know, there's some people that will tell you they don't know how to insult or they don't know how to abuse because they are not used to it. It's not part of their foundation. It'll be short like even as simple as you they mad. Some people can't say it. Like because they're not used to it, they don't know it. You like I say this person is okay, this person is for me. No, they are not. They are not just used to it. It's not in them. So I can't give you what's not in me. So yeah.
Now there's a question I want to ask rather. But I want to ask this particular question before that. You use your parents as an example, right? You never saw them shouting or fighting. Is it possible for couples not to have misunderstanding that will result in them shouting at each other? Is it possible? Do you think there is such a family? The partners, the father, the mother, the husband and wife, they don't shout at them. And they are truly in love.
Conflict is one thing that literally I know that it's bound to happen. Okay. Like for example, I'll go back to these couples I saw online. Okay. They said during point of when you're having conflict or having misunderstanding, like they've discussed it before time, and this person will tell you, okay, when this person tune is coming up, the person can just say, babe, tune. You're upset, but you're very mindful of what comes out of your mouth. You're not just upset because, oh, I'm angry, so I want to give you the eat, you to get angry. Like, let me upset you too. No, you love that person too much that even in your anger, you're thinking of that person. So I could be mad at you, and I could be careful what comes out of my mouth.
Alright.
Because I don't want to hurt you.
Now, sorry, like I just have a lot of questions running through my head. Like, do you think illiteracy has anything to do with, couples fighting, or it doesn't really matter? Maybe people that are even literate, they fight themselves, they quarrel often.
Well, for me, I don't think illiteracy has to play any role in this. Because I don't think there's a manual for marriage. There's no manual for marriage. Okay, maybe there are books and everything that guide, and maybe shipping is a little bit part of it, but there's no manual. Because what I can say is what works for A doesn't work for B. What works for C doesn't work for D. So for me, marriage is, with what I know, marriage is a spiritual thing. Alright. So more like you going, who ordained it? Who created marriage? Who made marriage? Who made this union of a thing? I think it came from God, right? So more like you're going back to the maker, and you're going to, that's where you build your marriage. That's where a foundation of marriage is. So that's, for me, that is the manual. Okay, that's where set the standards. All right. So you're going to put it to God. Okay, this is it though. This is your thing. All right. So you walk us through this part.
Submitting yourself to God.
You're not just submitting, you're submitting your home.
Your home, yes. Yeah, God help our home.
Literally, because
help our marriage.
I don't think for me, maybe that's me. Everybody has their own opinion. I just feel like there's no manual for it. I can't look at you and say what works for A should work for B, what works for C should work for D.
Okay, now let's see. This particular family that we are discussing.
Yeah.
This is a broken family.
Yeah.
Or honesty, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you would recommend some tips, what do you think the husband and the wife can be doing or should be doing to actually correct their wrongs in order for the lives of their children that they have negatively to be better because of their future?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, first and foremost, just like we said, marriage is of God, all right? So they need to go back to God. They need to go back to God. They need to take their family to God. So I think that's where the first step of healing starts from. And there's also a thing called therapy. If they can subscribe to therapy.
That can afford therapy, and it's not everybody that also know about therapy.
Okay, yeah. If I'm just giving options. If there's a thing called therapy, if they can subscribe to therapy, that's a good thing. If they have mentors and they have people they look up to, all right, they can go to them. They could be vulnerable and let it all out, and sort out things. I think just those are the few things, and they have an open mind conversation. The children will follow up. Even the children gets to understand that there's this change of pattern, they will adjust.
There's something you said, like then going back to God, right? I'm sorry, like you think they left God, and that is the reason why they started having issues. Hold on, sorry.
Okay.
Hold on. You think they left God? That's the reason why they started having issues. And are you saying that people who are not having issue in their marriage, they are in God, and those who are having issue in their marriage, they left God?
I didn't say that. All right. Okay. First and foremost is the marriage as an institution is very under an attack. The devil doesn't like that institution. Now, the devil hates that union so much. So normally marriages are always under attack. So either ways, if the devil sees that it comes to this channel, doesn't work, it goes through these other channels, it keeps coming. Because he finds a way to
pull them apart.
Because if you see the product of children that comes out of a broken home, you won't know. It takes the grace of God for them to live a certain kind of lifestyle.
So how do you recognize children that are from a broken home? Like if you give like 2 or 3 examples, so how do you recognize children that are from broken homes and children who are not from?
Sometimes those children are being abused, neglected emotionally. Those children can be neglected emotionally, physically.
How do you recognize them?
Sometimes.
If I see, that's when I see two adults. So how do I know that, okay, this one is from a broken home and this one is not from a broken home?
Just have a conversation.
Conversation?
Sometimes just when you hear them talk, you could be able to detect that something isn't right somewhere. You could be able to pick it that this person must have gone through trauma. Either way, it's no knowing or unknowingly. And some of them, they don't even know. You might not even get to know that you're dealing with the trauma. It happens.
So by having a conversation with someone, you know if this person is from a broken home or the person.
Sometimes their behaviors, the way they respond to things, the way they act towards things, it could compile to a lot of things, but that's just a few.
Now, you said something about the couple, the father, the mother going back to God. So going back to God is one of the ways, of them correcting their wrong.
Yeah.
Correcting their wrong. But what is a situation whereby they are not Christian? In a situation whereby they are not Christian, yes, I'm using the word Christian because I'm a Christian. They assume they are not Christian and they are not Muslim as well. So, are they still going back to God?
I think I mentioned that they have people they look up to.
What if this particular family, they are of age to an extent, they are older and they don't have metal anymore? They don't have metal.
I don't think that. That's why I said marriage. There's no manual for marriage.
I'm sorry to say, for instance, when somebody like our president now is of age, you think when it comes to marriage, somebody like Mr. President will still have a method that he will run to at his age? I will have to run to somebody.
Yes.
You think we still have somebody like that? Yes. Somebody older than him that will still run?
Okay, yes. I don't think it has to be maybe somebody. Mentorship, I don't think mentorship only deals with age.
This will they really humble themselves
I think
to
they're
be
looking for a
mentored
solution,
to be
right?
mentored by a younger person?
I think they're looking for a solution, right? So you're looking for a solution. Solution more like you working in an office and your boss is someone way older than you. Won't you submit? You will submit, right? You need to pay. Okay, so this is more like we need a solution in our home too. Okay, so it's the same thing. They will go if you had seen a couple and you guys admire them and like, oh, I think I like this and I wish I'm like this. I don't think it has to do with anything with age. Don't go and like, oh please, if you don't mind, can I be mentor?
Now, I said something earlier. I said something earlier about literacy, right? Whether literacy have anything to do with having issues in your marriage. And you said it really don't have it. Now, in terms of you recognizing somebody that could be of help to you, like you admire this whole marriage, don't you think it takes some level of exposure for you to actually spot that kind of family? People that are not educated, they are just normal people, they are not educated. Do you think they will really be able to spot any family who is doing well, that they will humble themselves out and say, okay, let us go and meet these people to learn from?
Okay, you're basing marriage on like it's a new age thing. So, come, how do your parents, I think our forefathers, how did they handle marriage?
Were they having the level of misunderstanding in marriages right now, the level at which people are having issues in their marriage? Do you think that our forefather, at the time of our forefather, it was like that?
Okay. Why do you think it wasn't like that?
I'm not saying, I don't know, I'm not saying it was like that or it's not. I'm just asking the question.
Okay, we don't, of course, we don't really know, but we should guess that the problem of marriage didn't start in this age. So there should have always been conflicts at some point.
So would you say that the level of broken homes now, if you we put them in a percentage, will you say that in the days of our forefather is higher than this present dispensation, or this dispensation is higher than the days of our forefather?
Well, I can't put a ratio to it, but I would think that maybe in those days, either from both ways, and I think it depends on the foundation anyways. Maybe the foundation they saw the person that lived before them laid and they followed. So it's almost like that. Okay, if you get to a family, you can get to a family that maybe right from when they could remember, the man has insisted on maybe not marrying a double wife. Okay, you could see the children will follow suit. But if you get to a family where maybe the father before that one, the father, that one always had multiple wives and they feel it's a thing, you see the children, maybe they'll follow that pattern. The men in that family will follow.
Let me ask you this question. Is it not possible for a child not to learn bad habits from their parents? And I will tell you why I asked this question. I lived with my maternal grandparents, right? My grandfather used to smoke, but I don't smoke. So is it not possible for children not to emulate bad habits from their parents? As okay, there's this lifestyle that my parents are living. I wouldn't want to live that life. And in fact, I believe it's possible for the child to even influence their parents.
Of course, it's possible. That's when the child has grown and the child has what they call will, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he knows what
to make choices.
Yeah, when he had gotten to a certain age.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So even there are some children that naturally just know this is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they just know that this thing is not wrong. I don't want to live this life. Maybe they've gone to see, they've seen the way this uncle that was living this life. They've seen the end of that one. They're like, maybe I think it's because of this thing this uncle is doing. Or maybe they not heard, it's because this guy is smoking, maybe that's what now happened to him. Me, I don't want to be like this uncle. I don't want to be like that. And the child decide to follow a pattern and just decide to create a path for himself. It's possible. There are some children that they're just wired that way.
All right. Thank you. Before I make my conclusion, right? So, what will be your conclusion on this topic? What will be your conclusion? What will you advise family, new family, old family? What would you advise children, old and new? What would you advise?
Prayer is very beautiful. Just pray. When you pray, the Lord directs your path. It directs, like it charts the course of your life. When you pray, I don't think there's so much advice I can give than pray. I don't really know so much about marriage. Okay. Neither is childbearing or having kids or stuff like that. But I know when you pray, God speaks to you. So God will direct you. So marriage on its own, it's a thing that has to do with God. He's a manufacturer. So you have to take it to God. So I don't know, but I know you just pray. Whatever the situation in the home,
just pray.
Just pray.
Just pray. All right. This is my conclusion, right? I'm sorry. I have to apologize. The reason why I'm apologizing is I expect people to take responsibility for their actions.
Okay.
Right? Just like I said. And the same thing you said, in a way that everyone has the will, right, to make choices. I'm concerned about children in such environment where parents are always having issues. Of course, there is environmental influence, right? Our homes are also our environment that have every possibility to actually influence us. But I also believe that if you are strong internally, right, the external factor won't be able to influence you. In fact, if you are strong internally, there is a level of strongness you will have in your inside that you'll be able to even influence your outward environment. So what I'm trying to say is, if these children from this family now, from this particular family, that resulted in throwing things at their father, all because they saw their mother doing the same thing to their father. If they were strong inside, they would have been able to influence them, right? So we must be strong internally. Children must be strong internally. It doesn't matter whether, let us look at it this way. But the fact that, okay, somebody is doing bad, does that mean that I should do bad things? I should be able to influence that person to stop doing that bad thing. Don't forget that these children I made mention of, they are of age, with the will to make a choice, with the sense to make a decision, with the knowing that, okay, my mother beating my father is wrong. It should be my duty now to correct my mother, since she knows and she chooses not to know. Because like you said, the man is the head of the family, which the woman ought to respect. But the woman failed to honor her husband and decided to be beating him like a child. Do you understand? So here is this. It doesn't matter whether your mother is beating your father. It doesn't matter whether your father is beating your mother. You don't need to emulate them. Understand that your life is personal. Your life is important. You have a future that you are building. You have a tomorrow. You're going to have your own family tomorrow. You're going to have your own marriage. You're going to go to different places. So you must not allow the negative behavior, the bad behavior in your family to actually influence your personality. Do you understand? Just like what Mrs. Mary said, right? You must pray. You must be close to God. Let your God be your inspiration. If you submit yourself to the will of God, you will not be influenced by the negative and bad behavior of the parent. I'm concerned about young ones like myself, and just as well like Mrs. Mary and every other young person out there. If you are in a bad environment, please do not allow that bad environment to influence you. Try as much as possible to even influence that bad environment with your good character. All right. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
And we look forward to have you on this program, because there's actually a lot of things to discuss about, lots of issues to actually discuss about.
Looking forward to it.
And we pray that people heed to our little advice and learn from other people's mistakes. You don't need to make the same mistake, rather learn from it and do better. Okay? Don't forget that your life is important, just the way my life is important, right? And your life is also very, very important. Okay? We are Citizen Lifeguard Network. We are on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and on X at CLN. And subscribe to our YouTube channel at CL Network. CL Network. All our handles are on the screen. Stay tuned until we come your way next time. Bye.